All right, mic check, mic check, mic check.
Troy's sick.
Welcome to the G Talk podcast. We here for the first time from the West Coast. Y'all here in Carmel by the sea. I said it right. But man, I got the crew with me, man. I got the EG crew. I got Marcus Dawson in the building. What's going on, man?
Man, what's up?
I got the legendary Michael L. Smith in the building. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, I'm just happy to be here, man.
And last but not least, he's on the billboard. He's on the truck. He's the mascot of the AOB. Ladies and gentlemen, Troy A. Lambert. Make some noise.
Hey, man. First off, let's correct it. I am not on that truck.
Oh, that's right. That's Samaj.
That is the legendary Samaj.
Shout out to Samaj, man.
Well, but you like paved the way for him though.
Low key.
Because like you was on hella shit before.
I showed up when I needed to.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. Like I said, we in Carmel, California. This is day 2 of our golf trip. By the time y'all hear this, we'll be back in our respective homes. But you know, definitely, this is our second one. Last year was in Dallas. This one's a lot better weather-wise, and I would say golf course-wise too. Would y'all agree?
Oh, I mean the conditions.
Yeah.
A plus.
Yeah.
Incredible scenery, man. Just really beautiful golf courses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yesterday we was at Poppy Hills.
Yep.
Yeah. And today we played at Carmel Valley Ranch, which is pretty dope. But in Newsweek, in regards to that, Microsoft and other
CrowdStrike.
Yeah, pretty much it was an IT attack. They're down nationwide, so a lot of people can't even process payments. Their systems are down, so we'll see how long that takes. Flights were delayed. Phil was delayed 2 hours, but he made it to New York, thankfully. We went golfing, and they had to write down our card numbers.
Which I still don't like, by the way.
Speaking of, you just reminded me.
Yeah.
I need to check my bank account.
I feel a little less excited.
Then they're finna report fraud. I wasn't present when it was charged.
Where? California, man. I've never been there.
All right, what?
You didn't think about it, huh?
Yeah. I could have gave him. Never mind.
A card you don't even use.
Yeah. Could have gave him my old card number, and
that's true.
They would have known.
That's true.
How would they get back to me?
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't. Yeah.
I mean, they probably hit up Troy.
Oh.
Say, man, you know this
like,
guy?
well, hey, we're looking for
I mean.
Michael Smith.
Michael L. Smith?
I'm like,
No, I don't actually.
I actually know a lot of Mike Smiths.
Yeah.
Well, look, and
That's a common name.
They definitely still have not charged us for.
Yeah, I mean,
like a free round to me.
Maybe that paper get lost.
I mean,
Or burn.
right. But it was funny though, because as nice as that place is, they were super casual about it. It was like, yeah, man, we'll just figure it out. Mm-hmm. Like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah, I think we all still haven't kind of realized though that today was Friday. People was at work.
Sure was, yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
We've been navigating like this is the weekend. It is not the weekend yet.
Yep.
Yeah, matter of fact, so for context, so today is Friday.
Don't feel like it.
We got in, well, me and Marcus.
No, we all got in Wednesday.
Yeah, we got in Wednesday.
Well, that's not.
Well, I got in Tuesday.
Yeah, so we'll be in for a little minute. So yeah, like yesterday we played at Poppy, and yeah, it was a Thursday, so it wasn't. I mean, it was kind of packed, but yeah, it is a weekday. But up here is different though, because this is more so from what it seems like, more so like a retirement community.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But,
much affluence up here.
Yeah.
Very affluent community.
Yeah, but I'm definitely just thankful that we ever do this again, and yeah, man, it's where we going next year.
Well, you got to talk about next year. We got to get
Arizona off the trip off the list first in November.
So stay tuned. We might be in AZ.
Might.
Well, unless y'all's plans have changed.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
I'm going. It's in my travel log.
All right.
I'll come back to that one.
But anywho, also y'all mentioned off mic, say LeBron James is looking to buy the expansion team. Mike, care to elaborate on that?
Well, yeah, there was a report that came out. Number one, the NBA is planning to expand 2 teams. More than likely will be Las Vegas and Seattle. Makes a lot of sense. Vegas has been a sports hotbed lately. But report came out today that LeBron, backed by a group of investors, is looking to buy the new team in Vegas. It'll probably be at least 2 years. And I also don't think that LeBron could be an active player and be an owner of a team. So I'm assuming he's going to have to retire before that happens. So
I don't know. I mean, I highly doubt there's bylaws specific to that type of situation. I don't know that it's ever been something that's been kind of available to people until this point. Because, I mean, I don't know that people, while they were in the league outside of maybe MJ, had that type of affluence.
Yeah, no. He's been the only one that's had that type of
even while
wealth.
MJ was playing, I don't think his money was as...
It's been mostly Jordan Brand.
Yeah, because the Jordan Brand, I don't know if it wasn't that like it is now while he was playing.
Yeah.
Especially now that it's expanded to golf and outside of just basketball with the football teams that are now Jordan Brand and all that. Yeah, it's just different now.
Yeah, but that'll be interesting to watch though over the next couple of years.
Yeah. It's also interesting too that you said Seattle and Vegas, which is two West teams, so it's not in talks of like anybody on the East Coast or anything.
So what'll happen is one team in the West will move to the Eastern Conference, and then they'll slide in those two teams. So we'll go from 30 to 32.
Gotcha.
They talk about it'll either be Minnesota, which actually makes the most sense. Minnesota, Memphis, or New Orleans. But I think Minnesota makes more sense because there's no other West teams near them. They're closer to the Eastern teams like the Milwaukee Bucks, Chicago Bulls, and such. At least Memphis and New Orleans are closer to the Texas teams that are in the Western Conference. So it'll more likely be Minnesota moving to the East.
Okay. Yeah, I always find it interesting too.
That'd be a
like,
crazy balance though. Cause the East definitely don't play like the West right now. So they would probably dominate off the rip.
True.
Yeah.
They would
outside of maybe the Celtics and like some of those other like couple powerhouses, they would easily climb the top.
Yeah. I think it's funny too, just certain divisions like the AFC South, how the Colts are part of that. But like they like in the Midwest type shit, so it's like weird.
Well, I think initially there was 3 divisions in the NFL, like in the 90s, because I think the Colts were in the AFC Central, but then they split to 4 teams per division, and it just made sense for them to be in the AFC South. It is a little weird though.
Yeah, but because the Colts, when they came around, what year they started doing the Colts?
Well, they were the Baltimore Colts first,
but when they had switched over, because when Ravens became Baltimore, that was 2000.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't have them as an AFC North team anyway.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to have to look up when.
Found our research.
Okay.
Yeah,
I remember.
We're going to get our research intern to look it up. Karen in the back.
Yeah, let's get Karen in.
Yeah. But anywho, I think that's about it as far as like press and news matter. Unless anything else happened while we're here.
I mean, I think
assassinated or attempt. I don't think you had that on your list.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I haven't talked about that.
Yeah. I think that CrowdStrike thing, though, we just got fortunate to come in days before that happened.
Yeah.
Because I say out here, we're on the West Coast, and like as soon as I woke up at like 5 a.m. West Coast, the whole world was like just like in shambles. Like people couldn't fly them in the airports for hours, banks. But then even like the fact that it hit like even smaller things like our golf course when we got there, we couldn't even check in.
Yeah.
Like it just, I don't know. I think it shows that the world is a lot more vulnerable technology-wise than we thought that they were. Even when you look at stuff like in China, some of their banks starting to fail and stuff like that. And I think the progression of technology and where it is and the vulnerabilities of it are starting to show in this day and age more than they ever have. And kind of make people kind of draw back like, all right, hold on. Let me kind of take a step back and look at life and what it truly is now. Even if you look at like the bigger parts of like so many people are moving back to like homestead now and all that other stuff. The roles of this next generation, a lot of that stuff is flipping in my opinion, a more positive way to take people away from the traps that we've been in over the last couple years. So yeah, I think that CrowdStrike thing happening the way it did today is gonna make a lot of people take a step back.
Definitely. You know, it's a gift and a curse, and you know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Even when I was in banking, it was times where we would have, you know, network outages. We couldn't do shit, or we had to go back to the old manual route. But it really made things difficult. And of course, everything's normal until it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we are living in a society where if the internet goes down, we're cooked.
Yeah.
You know, imagine if we had no cell phone service for a whole week straight.
I mean, some people like make their living off of social media and stuff like that. Those influencers and stuff like that. If they not to be degrading, but some of them don't have like true skills that they can go live on outside of posting or hosting somebody's brand. So yeah, if we lost service and stuff like that even though in those short times where Instagram or Meta or whatever will have their outages, people lose their minds.
Yeah.
I remember a couple of times where like Twitter has been down. They're like, "Oh man, I can't load Twitter. What's going on? My timeline not loading."
Yeah, because
panicking.
even those short spats are like, hey, is the Instagram working?
Yeah,
You
right.
know, like,
right.
it ain't working for like maybe 10 minutes and niggas is panicking.
Yeah.
But you know,
It also shows that a lot of companies and a lot of people rely heavily on certain products, like Microsoft's suite of products. And if you have a day like today, it's crazy to see how many people, companies, businesses get affected by this type of stuff, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So heavily reliant on a lot of those applications, bro. So everybody been in a frenzy today.
it's crazy. We had went. It was early this year. We went to St. Pete for this firm that was looking to possibly acquire us, but they showed us their cybersecurity room. Dog, they had a screen where it was just like things going back and forth, and we thinking like what's that? They're like, yo, that's active attacks every day on like literally is every hour or every second.
Yeah,
It's someone trying to attack, and they're fending them off, but it's literally like every day.
Yep.
Every day.
that's real. That's
Yeah.
real life, especially
every day.
working at bigger companies like that. There are whole departments and stuff like that, and I mean, there are on a daily, maybe even hourly, like large ransom attacks. Like, yeah, we got this. If you don't give us this amount of money, we're going to shut your network down.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're like, go ahead and try it. See what you do. Like, all right, well, we're bluffing.
Yeah, because even especially with like hospitals, dog.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because even the guy at the golf course said his wife worked at a hospital and they were down to where they couldn't take payment or nothing or even keep up with patients' records.
Yeah, because now if someone needs something, they're like, all right, what conditions do they have? What do we prescribe?
You can't find it. They ain't written down.
You know what I'm saying? So
Shrug your shoulders.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. But ransomware is a real thing too, like you said, because there's some companies that will pay out millions of dollars
Hell yeah.
just off the whim, saying, "Okay, just leave us alone." They'll pay off that money. Don't even file a police report.
yeah.
You gotta be really careful, man. Even at my company now, you have to take these trainings every quarter,
Fishing and all that.
fishing and all that stuff. But it's really serious. Like when you work for a bank, like one of the people on my team, she had downloaded something on her laptop, but she printed it off. She sent something to her personal email and printed it off for like a client meeting. And she got dinged, like, no, you can't do that because you went and printed it out at Office Depot. So that just opens us up for phishing attacks or any type of attack.
Because they had that email on file, so if Office Depot get hacked, they'll pull up her email saying, "Oh, you work for where?"
Yeah.
And then, it's just like that steady stream. And then
I'm glad I worked in that shit because I used to see a lot of people get scammed. But yeah, when I worked at the bank, they were like, "Oh, your Amazon package ready." I'm like, all right, first of all, I never even associate my Amazon email with my work email, so I'm just like, all right, this is clearly.
it'd be a lot of fake Amazon emails
Yeah.
in my personal email.
They be like, oh,
Click on this link to recover your profile.
or be like, thank you for your purchase. I'm like, nigga, I ain't purchased nothing. So.
Track your purchase here. Don't ever click the links, people.
Yeah. If you know your person, just go to the app that you use and track it from there.
Well, anywho,
1984 is when the Indianapolis Colts came into existence.
84. Oh, so okay,
Baltimore Colts before that, but they moved to
celebrating
Indianapolis in 1984.
40 years. What y'all gonna do?
Win the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's cap.
Yes. All right, what y'all really gonna do?
I said, what y'all gonna do?
Archive this pod. The Colts will win the Super Bowl.
Who y'all starting quarterback?
Anthony Richardson, sir.
Oh,
Going into his second year.
He played for Florida, right?
Big arm. Yes.
Wait, who was your quarterback last year?
Anthony Richardson, but he got hurt 2
Oh,
games
okay.
in.
Oh, okay.
He's an Anthony
Still got talent.
Yeah.
Talk about that running back.
Oh, man, get out of here.
You talking about no? Who?
We got a stacked team though. Real talk.
All right.
Bro, this is not 08. This is not 09.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, that was y'all heyday. Back in the day.
We still had Andrew Luck in some great years, but now it's a new era, man. We almost made the playoffs with Gardner Minshew.
This man
as
said
our
almost.
backup
Hey,
quarterback.
Minshew Mania done carried a lot of teams. Let's not act like he ain't.
That's not a slight at Gardner Minshew, but Anthony Richardson is Anthony Richardson. Number 4 pick
That-
in the NFL draft.
That's true.
And what did that do last year for y'all?
Well, I mean, getting
Daniel
hurt
Jones,
is different.
okay.
Number 3. He's still boo boo. Daniel Jones.
Oh, well, we ain't
Oh,
talking
we ain't
about
talking
Daniel
about that.
Boo Boo Jones.
Yeah, speaking of the y'all don't watch Hard Knocks, do you?
No, I do. I actually think that's out of all the Hard Knocks, I think that one is the most interesting to watch because even with especially the Saquon thing that happened, like just thinking about the thought processes of how people get these deals, how
Yes.
the GM office thinks,
Yes.
like it makes me like wish like I could go work in a front office. Like it seems like just intriguing the strategy of it. But yeah, but it's interesting though, because the fan base for the Giants is as diehard as they are. And the statement that he made, like he was like, yeah, it would have burned me up so much if he went to the Eagles. And then he went to the Eagles. I'm like, it's just nuts how it all played out. But
No, they like hold that, man.
Yeah, they hold Saquon.
they did.
They-
They deserved what happened to them.
And
Yeah,
that man
absolutely.
said, hey, Saquon, hey, how's it going, buddy? You know how they do. Well, yeah, so yeah, we just decided. Well, I'll talk to your agent, and we're going to decide to let you test free agency, and if you don't find anything, then you can just come back. What?
And then he got mad that he's like, yeah, you're going to come back, right?
And
He made some like statement like, yeah, promise, right? I'm like, what? Promise?
the man
You
said,
literally on this phone call 10 seconds ago just told me, yeah, good luck.
that man said, yeah, I'll let you know, which means he ain't gonna let him know. But yeah, it's crazy, just like you said. But the interesting part is that they look at it differently, but they're dealing with humans.
Yeah.
But to them, they're like,
It's
yo,
a number.
like they're like, well, this guy here, he's plus value and he's worth this much, and he's thinking like, damn, nigga, like y'all rather go through all this than just sign a nigga who y'all know.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like a season of Hard Knocks where somebody got cut and they didn't know, so they tried to use their card at the facility? It didn't work.
Yeah,
Oh, that
yeah,
Jets meme.
Oh,
Yeah, that just me, man. I was like,
It's
man.
just, I love how that show's expanded though. Like it started like just like the preseason, but now you got preseason Hard Knocks, you got in season Hard Knocks. Now you got preseason or like GM
Well, yeah,
season.
the off season, yeah.
Yeah, the
off
off
season.
season.
Yeah.
Like it's. I mean, that show is
Yeah,
probably
'cause-
worth so much now.
Because I was telling Marcus and Mike that I think it was when you stepped out, but like last year when they was covering the Dolphins, I slipped became a Dolphins fan just because of how close you become.
Well, I will say
With the
a lot
players.
of people became Lions fans when they covered the Lions. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people like rooted for us as the underdogs
Yeah,
and came through. But I will say, even in this same vein, the way that Netflix has transformed their
about to say that
sports
next.
division, because the quarterback show is good, but I love watching the receiver one. Like
I haven't seen it yet. I heard
like
it's good.
watching Debo and George Kittle and then Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like that Netflix is really, I mean, even beyond like just like the ones I'm talking about, like with their golf, the match, the way that they do that, they did the F1 one as well. They've completely transformed the way they cover sports. I think it's a fun time to watch sports in general.
yeah,
True.
yeah, it's super dope. I'm actually looking forward to them doing something with like the MLB too, because it's like
yeah, I
a lot
don't
of
think
shit.
nobody's really done a good way to cover the MLB.
Yeah, because I really
So
want to
much.
see them deep dive into like the minor leagues, and then make it to the MLB, and then just the clubhouse. Like, because to me that's fascinating. Because the MLB is a grind.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Like
is.
nigga, they probably have one off day every
The
2
number
weeks.
of games they play.
Yeah, it's crazy.
162 games is insane.
Yeah, that's minimum, man. They see
I'm about to say, that's not included in postseason.
No.
because really, if you think about it, they start in February, spring
Yeah,
training,
for spring training, yeah.
and if you make it to the World Series, depending on how long it go, it could be
go to
early,
November, right?
early November.
I hope they do a documentary on college football though. I feel like that'll be really, really interesting.
Oh yeah,
There's just so many
So many layers.
avenues with college football,
Yeah,
especially now with the NIL and the
But
new
people-
wrinkles.
but people really getting into it, especially since they expanded the playoffs to 12 teams now.
Yeah, I'm
So-
still.
I'm not excited about it.
yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
it was a
excited.
bad decision.
It's,
I think
it's
that's the
teams
best.
that I don't want to. It's because the format that they did have, they guaranteed it wasn't gonna be teams that you really don't want to watch in there. But it's gonna be real hard to keep that out with 12 people. Like somebody that's gonna get blown out is gonna make it now.
Yeah.
and that was the point of having it small. But now, like somebody let's take for example James Madison. In the way that the run that they had last year, do you really want to watch James Madison play Alabama?
No.
No. But
Yeah.
now that is there. That opportunity is there. I mean, and
I
good
don't
for
think
them
it'll
for
happen.
making it that far. But still,
But I
that's
feel
the
like-
point. That's why it was 14
12.
versus 12.
12 teams is insane because I think it truly devalues the importance of the regular season.
And
It's
I
like
think
I could lose 3 games and maybe get in.
But it depends
That's
on who you
crazy.
play.
I think it devalues some of those bowl games now too, though.
I
Correct.
disagree because I feel like when you have 12 teams, it spreads the power. Not especially because they have NIL deals now. So say if you are more likely to market yourself at, let's say UGA opposed to I can go to fucking USC. Your marketability higher than UGA, you're gonna get the same exact teams in there, and plus all these people play. That's why everybody moves to the SEC because that's where the money is.
I think
Because why you think Texas came over?
I think expanding it to 12 teams guarantees you're going to see some of the big names every year. Like there's no variability that some of them going to get in or out. Like last year, like
Like if
the
FSU
fact
didn't
that
make
Alabama
it last year,
and
which is crazy.
FSU weren't there last year, like you're going to see Alabama there every year. It's
Yeah.
12 teams. They're going to be there.
They're not going to lose more than 2 games every year.
right.
So they're going to get in.
Right.
well, Nick Saban not there. You never know.
I mean, they're still
You
going to be
you
able
have
to
a lot of
recruit well,
factors
I
with
think.
college football, so anybody can be in the top 12.
It's guaranteed you're going to find the either Ohio State or Michigan,
Georgia,
Alabama, Georgia,
probably
Texas. But, yeah, and then you're going to get the randoms like Fresno State or some random school that year that was just
FSU.
up and coming.
I don't think those schools make it to top 10 often. Like
What?
Fresno State.
No, but again, some team that don't deserve to be there is going to make it every year, and they're going to get the dog shit beat out of them.
Yeah.
That's just
I just think if they wanted to expand it, they could have went to 6 and gave 1 and 2 a bye. I think that would have made more sense. Because that would have that I think would have solved a lot of the issue people had this year with like FSU being a conference champion, undefeated, not getting in. Well, if you expanded it to 6, they would have been 5. I think they ended up at 5, and Alabama was 6.
But,
Yeah.
but you also bring up the conversation of conference power as well.
I mean, but
Conference
you
power-
can't punish FSU for winning their conference. They got to
But
play
at the
who's in
same
front of
time,
them.
But if they don't play nobody,
Conference powers-
top
I'm sorry,
team,
bro.
it
It
don't
it's
matter.
hard to bring the conference power conversation in because the conferences just changed so much this year.
Right.
In the 12-person format, you're going to have two Big Ten teams and 2 SEC teams off rip. Like you don't have a choice because there's too many teams. Big Ten is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
They might as well just do away with conferences, and this is a soapbox. But
I can agree with that. At least.
because at this point, there's no reason that UCLA and Michigan should be in the same conference. Think about it from a student's perspective.
Wow.
Those students now have to travel from the furthest coast to the next furthest coast on a Tuesday or Wednesday when they're supposed to be in school just to prepare to play a football game that weekend and then go all the way back.
and do it.
That's
It's
the
insane.
point of
Nah,
that
I
was the
agree
point
with
of
that.
conferences.
Right.
To avoid that from a travel, from a cost perspective. But now you got USC, Oregon, and UCLA
In the Big
all
Ten,
in
right?
the Big Ten.
Yeah. When
Who
they
gotta
should
play-
just be in the Pac-12.
Who all got to play Rutgers?
Right.
In the-
Who's in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Bruh.
You know, Pac-12 only got 2 teams there currently.
Why is Texas in the SEC?
We
Why
don't-
is
that's
Oklahoma in that?
that's what
That's
I-
nothing I'm used to.
because of the money. That's what I'm telling you. Because of the money, and also if they playing harder.
Why is
scheduled
Stanford
teams.
in the ACC
that really
with
the
somebody
Atlantic
from-
Coast Conference.
with UCF?
Yeah.
It makes no sense, bro.
It's crazy.
That's literally coast. That's a transcontinental flight. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm sorry. We're on a soapbox.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's all good. I mean,
You
look,
can edit this.
no. That's good. You know, the range, right? The range.
We got range.
But
Oh,
Denzel Washington.
yeah, no. Just to recap though, like I said, we got here Wednesday. Where we stay at San Jose.
Santa Cruz.
We're actually saying it's Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz.
Oh yeah.
We stayed in Santa Cruz.
It's all the same up there.
Santa something.
You know what I'm
Santa
saying?
Claus.
Coming to town.
You know, so had a little situation. Went to a little burger spot. Then niggas went to sleep. You know, it was a long day. Next day, Thursday, was yesterday. Ended up hitting. We left around 10ish, but we went to lunch
At
off
Pebble Beach.
At Pebble Beach.
Right off of 18th hole on Pebble Beach.
After we finished playing.
Yeah.
After we finished
Yeah,
playing.
you know, just something light.
Yeah.
You know,
Something
we had,
slight, nothing
you know,
crazy.
You know, we had the caddies with us. You know, whatever. But you know, decided to do lunch. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
4 under.
Yeah, I think I shot a 72. Something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
all right.
74.
it's a lot of
That's right.
74.
Yeah.
some cap on this app.
But you know what I'm saying? We had lunch overlooking the 18th, which was actually like
Yeah,
kind of
that's
just
pretty-
surreal.
that's pretty cool.
Man.
Shout out to Mimi if you're listening. Shout out to Mimi for the recommendation. A local Cali hero.
Yeah.
That was actually a great recommendation because
Yeah.
it's funny because like she told me it was at Pebble Beach, but then we got there. Troy was like, "Oh, we're at Pebble Beach." like yeah,
That wasn't on my bingo card.
like yeah, nigga, we are here. But super dope. If y'all seen our IG stories, like we're literally sitting at a table overlooking 18th. Like it's like
Amazing.
we watch the shit on TV, we play the video games and shit, but nigga, we are here.
Like Tiger Woods plaque on the
Yeah.
champion wall. Like, yeah, it's surreal. Like you walk on the hallowed halls of legends. And
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And it's funny, we got pretty decent interaction, but people like we have a following.
Yeah, we do.
People really be invested. So what y'all doing today? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Not you checking for us.
All right.
But I just like that we're doing something different, right?
Yeah.
Like we're showing people that there's different things to do. And I mean, I get, going to the club and shit, cool. Smoking hookah, it's cool. But, you got to switch it up. Got to.
True.
I agree, man. I
Got
think it's cool to see, like, at least from my perspective, so many people have started to get into golf that, like, we went to school with and all this other stuff. Like, I get excited when I see, like, somebody playing golf that I went to college with, or just from the black community that wasn't playing it before. Like, recently I found out my younger brother started playing golf, and I got excited.
Oh, not bad.
And I actually, since I just got a new set of clubs, I'm shipping him all my old clubs just for him to,
It's amazing.
to not have to pay it and build or do the investment that I had to do to get into the game, because it is a pricey sport. But like, I look at people that we went to school with, like Jared and Terrion, even like Jamekia, Robert
Phil.
Kelly, Phil.
Yeah.
I say the Doxies. Like,
Shout out
I
to
say
the
this
Doxies.
is like, it's got us to the point where we do this trip as the four of us, but like, I'm trying to scheme ways of how do we expand this? How do we get, and I even talked to Garrison about potentially like the company he works for starting a tournament, because it gets us the opportunity to do it, especially if you're not like at homecoming. It gets another reason. That would bring me as a Texan, that would bring me to Nashville. Just another reason to see it. But yeah, it's golf, snowboarding. I'm starting to see a lot more people jump into that. Mm-hmm. And it's just, I think a lot of people are trying more things, and I think that's what it's about.
Yeah, you made a great point, because we are at the age where people are picking hobbies. It's funny, I've seen something that said once you hit your 30s, you're either grilling, you like a grill master, you're golfing, tennis, run club.
Pickleball.
Yeah, a lot of
Man,
runs
there's so many
out there.
people running now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But it's also funny too, 'cause when I used to work at the bank, it was an older guy, and I worked right off West End. Of course, you saw people always running up and down West End and working out. He said, "Yo, back in the day, working out was not cool." Like, he was just saying, like, "Yo, like people just didn't work out." But now that it's just so common, he said, "Yo, it's good to see, because people really value like their health."
Yeah, I mean, you look
Yeah.
at the number of run clubs that like you see a lot of TSU people like really sponsor, not even just like in Nashville, but everywhere. Shout out to L Woods and We Run 313. And now you look at Slow Way, you see Jeremiah out there with 6 Run 5. You got a lot of people out in the Dallas area now. It's kind of D Woods and some folks down in Houston. I say it's everywhere. Running is huge, but running is so big for the black community too, from a health perspective. I think people are just starting to really being able to turn their mind to it that they weren't doing it before.
True.
Yeah, man. Like, but yeah, it's crazy. Like, you know, we're gonna listen back on this. Or I'm glad we have this archived. But I'm just curious as to what it's gonna look like 5 years from now, just from like what we're doing and just putting it in people's mind because. Think about it. Like we come from where they come from.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't born in Carmel, California.
We were not. No.
Nigga, south side of Atlanta, east side, Memphis, Detroit. But here we are.
Humble beginnings.
Right. Yeah, very humble.
And you know, someone told me like golf is a privilege. I said, well, now golf is a choice.
It is a choice.
I like
it's
that.
a choice. Because yes. I didn't play golf growing up. No.
I didn't touch a golf club till I was late 20s.
And I wish I'd have did this growing up.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Yeah.
Hey, man, I definitely been on the tour. I don't care what nobody say. I've been PGA Tour. Schoolboy Q was just talking about that actually. He's on Drink Champs. Talk about how he wished people that are in less privileged situations understood that golf is still okay and accessible to us.
Yeah.
Like, but when we get the image of golf, we think about the country clubs and stuff
people
that we see on TV and the PGA Tour. And even like Garrison went to the Live Tour event in Nashville recently. That is even a more accessible version of golf to me than even the PGA Tour. Like that's fun.
Yeah.
It's not, to his point, it's like it's not stuffy or nothing. Like it's accessible. And Schoolboy Q talked about people don't know that their municipal courses cost like $30.
Yep.
Yeah. It's fun.
As low as $25.
It's funny. Some people are like, man, you always golf. I'm like, yo, like what you don't know is, nigga, it's just $22 for 9. Like,
right. We're not at Torrey Pines.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, I'm out there, but you probably spent more than me out one night buying whatever. Like, you know what I'm
When
saying?
you leave your house, you spending at least $35.
And
Nigga.
You going out to eat
one drink where you at costs $22.
Tough.
Yeah.
True.
Especially when you add that tip. So
we ain't got the limelights of the world anymore where you getting 4 drinks for $8. So you spending 16 plus easy.
But what people miss out about and don't think about in golf is people think about the athleticism of football and basketball and soccer players and all that. You have to be athletic to have a great golf swing. Like the core strength you got to have, the coordination you got to have. I even seen like Sauce Gardner talked about it recently after like he started golf, and he's like, this is hard and it takes coordination and athleticism to do it.
Yeah.
And so the workout that golf is, but then also outside of like the physical aspect, golf is such a good time outside. Like you're not tapped into your phone and all that stuff. You're outside doing something. You're breathing the fresh air for your 4.5 hour, 5 hour round. Like you're walking around, you're on carts. You're just not attached to something inside.
yeah, one of my pro fights. Well, one of my pro fights. Frat brother, he's a judge, and he said his friend, he's an older guy, but he said, "Yo, golf saved his life because he was so stressed from his job, and he didn't have no hobbies for real. So once I started playing golf, it literally relaxed him, took his mind off things, and because stress can kill you. So just from that alone, he was less stressed, and he's doing better now. So, but yeah, just like you mentioned, like it's fun to do. The fact that I can drive a ball, down the middle sometimes, and they go like 250, 280. That shit ain't easy. But the fact that I can do it now, when maybe 3 years ago, I first picked up a club, that's just kind of surreal. And now I'm hitting, certain shots that you hit, you're like, okay, I could do this shit. And a lot of people can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. So, it's funny though, because every time I post golf stuff, people hit me up like, "Oh my gosh, are you gonna teach me?" I'm just like, "All right, I got you." If you're serious, but sometimes people just want to just do it for the look.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna throw no shade, but there's a certain group, to me, that just do it for the look.
No worry, they're gonna message you.
But but yeah, yeah, it's funny too because we all, of course, as y'all know, we're all members of the aristocratic bands, and people they love to boost us. They just, but I feel like if you're doing something right, then people gonna give you gas, right?
Easy.
Like people don't do that for no reason, right? Because
sure,
we all know people who ain't really doing much, and you don't really hear about them.
Yep.
So I'm just happy that we're in this position to show people that, hey, you can do something different, and it's possible, And for me personally, and I'm sure y'all can share too, but since y'all have gotten into golf, have more opportunities came to you, just like with just small stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially in my line of work, man.
Yeah.
And I think Troy and I talked about this earlier, man. A lot of deals are closed on the golf course, especially when you're talking about anything with a sales focus, man. And I've just met so many people through golf in general.
Yeah.
Because it's a game that everybody can get into, no matter how young or old or wherever
Gender,
you are in
whatever.
your career. Yeah. So it's been great for me to build more relationships.
Yeah, people
sure.
don't understand like the networking aspect of golf because, I mean, if you honestly think about it, you're in this group of 4 people for 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're going to talk about something unless you just truly are at that point where you're like, I don't want to talk. Like you got to strike up conversation, whether it's I mean, I've been on the golf course, and when I lived in Florida for 8 months, I would go play 9 holes after work, and I would get paired with the most random people because I'm by myself. And golf is not typically a game where they let you just go on by yourself.
That's true.
So you meet people from all walks of life. And since I was in a small town, I met people that were former military, or met people that were former bankers, whatever. Even the guy that like helped me build my golf clubs that I just recently got, like he was a former real estate agent in Colorado that moved to Texas just to get a tax break. And he was working in a golf shop just as a second hobby. And he helped me build my clubs. He's helped me talk about real estate and learn about the business, all that stuff, just because of the game of golf. So don't discount the networking aspect of it, either whether it be for your job or not. I mean, you can go, a lot of jobs or a lot of jobs have like charity tournaments. A lot of the organizations that people like to support from a monetary perspective, like Toys for Tots and things, have tournament events.
Yep.
Majority of America's CEOs play golf.
Yeah, true.
Like,
Yeah, true.
like it's like way over half. Like
Executives,
they play,
for sure.
they play golf. Matter of fact, speaking of live, that's how I got the opportunity to go because one of my friends volunteered at the event, and she was like, "You know what? I thought about who won these tickets, and you know what? I thought about you because you play golf."
Yep.
And literally got 2 tickets. So I took me and my boy Marcus, who I work with, down there. Just because. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, but life is also about positioning too, right? So it's best to put yourself in a position around people who want to elevate you.
Yeah,
True.
Off a common hobby.
True.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it also helps too if you're halfway decent.
Yeah, I mean, you don't always build that common hobby off going to the club every weekend.
That's true.
And it's not shade. There's places and spaces for all that.
Yeah.
But you can't make that type of stuff your image. At some point, you got to step away from some of that stuff, especially if you, from a career perspective, of trying to experience growth and stuff like that. You got to portray or be a part of something bigger, and this golf is one of those things.
True.
From a corporate perspective.
I mean, yeah, 'cause like you said, it's a social sport for the most part. So, like you said, 5 hours, it's only you, them greens, and the people that you with. So whether you know them or not, you're learning more and more about them, as far as tendencies, the hobbies that they like, where they work at, and things of that nature. Because even last year, you met with one of Troy's coworkers.
Oh yeah, Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan, and he talked about everything.
Yeah.
And he sold him policy and stuff like that. So
Yeah, literally, that golf outing turned into 2 clients. Got him and his wife.
Yep.
So
I mean, even the fact that y'all are here golfing out in California, and Garrison ain't been in California since he was a kid.
true.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't been since like 99 down there. So,
And golf here in California, as y'all have experienced over the last few days, is a lot different from Tennessee.
Yeah.
A lot different from Texas. The elevation changes, the beauty, the scenery.
Yeah.
Golfing in the mountains is very different from flat Texas and flat Tennessee.
that's true. Yeah. Definitely this is a great trip so far. I'm excited to see the course tomorrow, which is
We're going to
Tomorrow,
Pacific Grove.
Pacific Grove.
And so yesterday we played Poppy Hills, which is associated with Pebble Beach.
Yep.
Tomorrow we're going to play Pacific Grove, which is also associated with Pebble Beach. So, but the thing that they'll see tomorrow that they didn't see today or yesterday is we'll be playing Oceanside, and that Oceanside golf is very different from any type of golf
I'm sure it's gonna be windy as
because
hell.
of the winds, because of the scenery, because of the terrain. So it'll be interesting to see how they navigate that. I've played in a lot of the places, so I've seen mountain golf, I've seen Oceanside golf, I've played big elevation changes, so it'll be interesting to watch how they navigate that.
Man, I'm about to come out to Nashville and kill these niggas, bro. You feel me? Nigga, I played at Poppy Hills, nigga. Nigga, McCabe ain't shit no more, nigga.
Right.
Ted Rose ain't shit, goddamn it.
These ain't your muni courses.
Yeah, nah, for sure. But that's also good too, because even just from like looking at the courses, because before we went, I looked at like the previews and stuff, and it wasn't that bad. Like these past two courses haven't really had a hole where you just like fuck, nigga, what we gonna do on this shit type shit. But also too, our skill set has got better since last year. Like we're actually like really striking the ball, and yeah, like I mean, I actually might not be like on point every time, but the fact that we're having good misses is progress. Like
We're not playing 6-hour rounds no more.
yeah,
True.
yeah, I'm
I
still
think
sure
we were
we're
4 hours and 35 minutes today.
yeah.
This is
believe
normal
it.
pace.
Yeah.
I think it was only like 5 minutes off pace according to the
Yeah.
cart.
Yeah, I
So
think the card said we were 4 or 5 minutes off pace, which
it's
I'll live
not
with that.
bad.
Yeah,
I'll live with that.
And it wasn't our fault. Like there
No.
were people in
Yeah.
front of us, so
yeah, I'm still tripping off the Hermitage when we had like
But we had
8,
10
like
dudes.
10 people
We
on the
had 10
teapot.
people playing golf
That shit was crazy,
on the hole at the same time.
bro. And,
and we were all trash.
hey, and niggas was hitting 2 to 3 balls a piece. Nigga,
We should, if we were gonna do that, we should have played like best ball, man.
bro, even with best ball, people all right, hold on, wait, let me hit another one. Let me
Well,
hit
the thing
another
is,
one.
like, there are that. Funny enough, that type of golf has become more normalized now. There's a
Really?
random golf club which I'm a member of. It's pretty cool. They do 100-person scramble, where whoever has the best shot, all 100 people walk to it because it's all no carts, all walking, and then everybody else hits off that best ball. So like we definitely should have done that time.
100
with all
people?
10 of us.
100
it's,
people's
they-
crazy.
it's nuts. They call it the Mad Scramble Tour. It's actually pretty nuts.
Wow.
Damn, do
They
they
gotta
like
have somebody.
damn?
like,
do they block
down
off the
there
course?
looking.
Like, do they like
They
cut
buy
off-
out the course. and,
Okay, cause I was like, yo, that's
Dude.
crazy. All right, number 23, come up.
Yeah, 23. Come on. Yeah.
Oh, shanked it.
Yeah, there's most people hitting at the same time. It's actually madness, but it's actually also
people-
really cool.
So people hitting at the same time too.
Yeah, some people hit at the same time. Yeah, because that means 100 people. If you imagine waiting on 100 people to,
You right. I get it.
Man, Marcus lost hell today for him. This nigga drove on the green.
oh yeah,
This man was bullshit.
Bro, I
Man, the cart
Hey, this nigga was on the cart
on
like,
the green.
I'm like,
The
yo,
cart is beeping to hell.
we weren't
I'm
even,
like, bro,
we weren't even drinking for.
bro, this nigga was sober as hell.
no alcohol
in my
involved.
mind, I was like, I could get a little bit closer. And they said, beep beep beep. Yeah, we're
This
good.
nigga about to drive to put.
I'm sitting here jarring.
I was really trying to drive on the
Run
road.
to the hole.
Hey, that nigga left skid marks on the green.
I was sitting there like, what is happening?
The man left skid marks on hole 17, bro.
I was trying to drive to the
Oh
road,
my
man.
God.
Now, Penny, when I heard that beep, I said, oh shit.
But nah, today was crazy though, because it was a lot of short par four, like under 300.
Very short.
I'm thinking like, yo, the hell is going on?
And I played on the shortest par 3 I've ever played on in my life.
Oh, talking about the 100
That
yards.
shit, no, that shit was for real. 96.
That joint
yards.
like 90,
Damn near
94, bro.
Hey, niggas tore that shit out.
Yeah,
Niggas walked
there
away
was
with
not
triple.
a, not
I
a
probably
single
hit-
good shot.
I probably hit the worst shot I've ever hit in my life on that jump.
Hey, niggas was tripling that hoe.
But I do love the elevation
Like,
changes
God
on the course
damn.
we did today.
Nah, yeah, my
Like,
I want to say one of my favorite holes was probably that hole. Well,
come on now, bro.
hold on.
Hey, yo.
Um,
Hey, yo.
what was that 13, the scenic one?
That was 11.
That was 11.
11. But also, I like 10 though. I like how it went up first. That par 5, yeah,
Oh, that was cool.
yeah. Definitely bogey that one.
Beautiful course, though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But just the scenery, wildlife that was out there.
yeah.
And the weather was absolutely
Man.
perfect, man.
Oh, so
Yeah, 80
yesterday.
degrees.
So,
Was it 80 degrees?
all right. So for
80,
context,
yeah.
so
It was 80
yesterday
degrees.
I was tweeting about how cold it was, but we played at Poppy Hills, and that was more so in the what area was that? The Pebble Beach area.
It was more Oceanside.
Yeah, so it was close to the coast, and when I tell you, it was cold as hell. It
In
was
the middle of
foggy,
July.
mid-July. We out there sniffling, like, and it didn't get better. It actually got worse. Like it got cooler.
It was just foggy the entire
windy.
day.
Yeah, like we would hit our tee shots and we would just lose it in the fog because we just couldn't see.
Yeah.
And
Like it wasn't 3 p.m.
right,
It was literally 3 p.m. and couldn't see anything.
but,
No
yeah,
elevation.
but that's
clouds.
that's California for you. But yeah, today was completely different. It felt like it was in a whole different state.
Yeah.
You know, it was warm,
Completely
short
clear.
sleeves. Hell, I packed a pair of shorts I should have worn today, but yeah, it was definitely warm. Felt good. Toward the end though, when the sun started to go down, it was a little chilly, but that's just Cali weather. Yeah, Cali weather's bipolar. But yeah, tomorrow, you know, hopefully, you know, I got my drive together toward the end on the back nine. Early I was bullshitting, but tomorrow
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it all together.
We'll see what the weather look like tomorrow. for
Yeah, let's
real.
check the weather at the actual course.
Yeah, at the course, not
Not
the
the-
city.
Right,
Nah, look at Pacific Grove weather.
right.
I got you. Hold on. No, but you can look up specific.
Pacific Grove tomorrow is going to be 65.
That's gonna be the high.
That's what my Pacific Grove said.
What about like it's gonna be sunny or like overcast?
This says partly cloudy.
Okay, yeah, so it's probably gonna.
I don't know if y'all see something.
That means it's gonna be chilly.
Yeah, that's facts.
The low is 56.
Well, we're going for that, hopefully.
Well, yeah, we gonna pull out the swag tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a swag tomorrow. We got a nice picture.
Yeah.
Op going.
As a matter of fact, yeah, we're gonna take a picture. It's probably gonna be the photo for this pod episode.
Nah, not bad.
But let's wrap this up with a little humor.
Uh-oh.
So we had a couple pods ago. It was called Cool Band People. Who do y'all feel were cool band people? Because apparently on the last pod, it was the premise is no matter who you are, you still a band nigga, which kind of discredits like who you are. I'm thinking like,
Man, fuck that.
well, it was cool niggas in band. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? But
I thought I was a cool nigga, man. Shit.
because the thing is, my thing is, in order to be a cool band person, you have to do stuff outside of band,
Agreed.
right? Like
Facts.
you just can't be strictly band because now I can see why you just a band nigga. Like nah, like you do all this shit. Oh, but you're also in band type shit. But also people don't realize that, especially during the early 2000s, mid 2000s when Drumline came out,
Oh yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
every
Everybody wanted
every
to be in the
walks of
band.
life
Want to be
Man.
band.
became band members.
Yeah.
So you just had regular ass niggas
Yeah.
who just play
Like,
instruments.
yeah, I played trumpet in 4th grade.
Yeah.
And you don't play here, fool. Shut up.
Yeah.
All right.
Drumline definitely drove a lot of people. Drumline and Stump the Yard, I think, did a lot for HBCUs for
It
like
did.
band.
Yeah,
True.
that's facts.
It did.
For me, for sure.
I mean, I was already in before then, so
No, I wasn't though, because it came out 01.
well, that's because I'm old.
Yeah,
Damn,
right.
sure
Yeah,
they
you are a
all
little
won.
older. Huh.
No, they come out on one.
It came out 01 because I got in a band shortly after that.
I did too.
I was in 6th grade or going to 6th grade.
Yep.
So who do y'all feel in the AOB is like cool band people? Just from y'all eras.
There's cool people in general that we marched with in the band.
Yeah, just like
Like besides y'all.
I mean, besides us.
well, yeah, besides that, yeah.
I mean, that's a lot
Man,
of
it's crazy, man. Yeah, I got to think now.
It's just like
I'll
because
say
you know,
I would say Reggie's one because he's a social person. Like everybody knew Reggie.
Yeah, I would say Reggie. Because the funny thing about it is that like one thing that I appreciate when I'm around y'all is that we could be band niggas.
Oh yeah,
And like y'all will understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus you around someone and you might do you might hum the bass line. They be like, "What you doing?" Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
Never mind, nothing.
I don't know,
Everybody
man.
look at
But
you funny.
Right.
it's probably older or kind of because I knew him on a different level than y'all. But Larry J was always cool, in my opinion. Like,
okay, I can see that.
Now that he's on staff, it's also just cool to watch him be cool in his element, especially because he's on the like audio engineering stuff now and all that, and he's got Grammys behind his name and all that. But I always thought Larry J was cool, like from the get go. Andrew Henry, that was always my dog.
Yeah.
agree
Drew
with that one.
Drew definitely cool.
Darius Salazar. I mean, of course, my freshman bros, Austin Brown, Bakari. That was always the crew.
For me, shout out to Phillip Brown, man. That's
Oh
my
yeah,
guy.
Yeah,
Phil. That's
he
my
did a
man.
whole bunch of stuff.
$100 grand.
I ain't gonna
my
lie.
guy, man.
That's
My
my
freshman year,
brother.
because like Phil was sectioning my freshman year, so and like I said, like at TSU, I was just kind of blown away at how regular niggas was musicians. Well, I'm like, yo, y'all niggas ain't music majors.
Like,
But
music major.
Yeah.
yeah, so like, we in the band room next, section be like, he just point and then Phil stand up, and I'm thinking like, what's going on? Like this nigga just freestyle off the whim. I'm like, nigga, we in marching band, because I wasn't used to that. But you got niggas freestyling. I'll say Adam is a cool band guy.
Yeah, Adam was gonna be my second.
Adam.
Yeah,
But this nigga played guitar for fucking Jill Scott, bro. This shit crazy, bro. Like I went to Jill Scott concert. This nigga up there. I'm like,
Hayden.
I know this
Adam's a
nigga.
crazy musician, man.
Man.
I know this nigga.
One of the best tuba players I've ever played next to, man. He's insane. Made me better.
Yeah, nah,
Sure. Like 1000%.
bro. When y'all was section leaders, that shit was crazy,
It
dog.
was a perfect combination.
I hated
we
it.
Just
I ain't
had
gonna lie to y'all.
What?
When they were section leaders, because we always had to play. We had to play loud enough because they was already cranking. So it was all right. Trombones, we got to play up their skill. They level 2. It's like a hate love thing
Awesome
because
year.
it's competition. Like we got like fanfares we played against each other and stuff like that during practice.
I actually got some videos from pre-drill. I'm sure you're after this, but when we did the triangle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. we
It's
got
like
that.
literally footage that's never seen on the internet. So,
Yeah. I think all of us would agree. Roseal's the homie.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
homie for sure.
Oreo,
Oreo.
yeah.
Liz. That's the homie.
Yeah.
Whitehaven.
Thomas, he missed TSU.
Oh yeah, Lavlas. Yeah.
Lavlis.
But see, actually back then too, my freshman year, a lot of band people were in SGA and like
Yeah, they
leadership
did stuff
positions.
outside of band.
Like they were
Say,
elite.
I was the lead
Weren't you
of the
at SGA?
SEC. Yeah, I was over
Yeah.
the SEC. I was a chair of one of the divisions at SGA.
How'd you have the time?
That's what I was going. That was my next question.
But I ain't gonna lie. At some points, I kind of had like superhuman. I was given like superhuman abilities to go do other stuff that most people weren't given the leverage to. Because hell,
You was doing everything, bro.
I might say I was over parts of student government. I was over parts of like computer science department.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
All while being in a band
Yeah.
drum
and
major.
being engineering major.
Being drum
Welcome.
major, I had flexibility to do some of that stuff. It's
That's
crazy.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Because you didn't have to do sectionals
Yeah.
technically and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
sure. Yeah. It's funny because my last semester, people forgot I was a band because I was pole mark. Well, I was pole mark the previous year, but because I told myself, I'm like, yo, I'm about to enjoy my undergrad experience my last semester. Because once you're in AOB for a certain amount of time, you like know what to do.
Well, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's like
you on
you
autopilot.
should.
Yeah, it's like, yo, like I know what to do.
Yeah.
And literally, homecoming week, I ain't go to practice. But shout out to Courtney Henry. Shout out to Vontae. Shout out to Saul. There's all my squad.
Saw.
And literally, like during homecoming, it's funny because history repeats itself. In 2011, yeah, Reggie did the same shit to my squad.
So what we
Like
supposed to do?
literally, Reggie was out. I think he had gone out of town for something. But literally, homecoming, he said, "Garrison, I'm gonna tell me where to go." And I'm thinking like, I'm like, all right. So literally on the film, like, all right, mark time 8. 4 march. Right
Step 2 for the right 8.
Bro, like I'm literally yelling on the field.
Wow.
And fast forward homecoming in 2015, like Vontae and them did that for me.
Same thing, yeah.
Like,
Paying it forward.
Yeah.
but yeah, shit. I was part of SGA. I was the General Assembly Vice Chair under Lauren. Yeah, I was part of Cleveland 100. You know, like I said,
Hey,
pledge.
one down below 8.
Hey, don't look at me, Mike.
I ain't gonna say this on the phone.
One
Don't
down
even look
below
at me.
8.
Oh,
All I'm gonna say is I'm still bad at Marcus Dawson and
Bruh.
Phillip Brown for 2010.
Hey, we talk about cool band people. Shout out to Ransom Gray.
yeah, Ransom.
Always,
Shout out Ransom. Yeah.
Always the homie.
Good old Ransom, man. Shout out to Grantland too. Just
Yeah,
shout out to
yeah.
Grantland. Yeah. Matter of fact, my first Southern Heritage Classic experiences, bro. Me and Grantland would always link up and like go, and we would share a room with like Ransom, and forget whoever else it was, but I think it was Rodarius, my blind brother.
Oh, yeah, I want to say this.
100.
100.
But yeah, like damn, shit was lit back then. Like I really miss them times, but
Southern Heritage will never be the same, man. It's my opinion.
yeah.
Maybe they'll bring Jackson back one day.
Yeah. Shout out to Samaj as well.
Hey, I was
Oh,
about
yeah,
to say,
Samaj.
man, can't forget
for sure.
Samaj.
Yeah,
Miss
shout
you,
out
my
to
guy.
Derek
Gotta see you
Green.
soon.
shout out to James.
DG man, Derek
DG
Green,
for sure.
man.
My freshman brother, man. Hey, that shit crazy seeing him on staff. I'm like, nigga,
That man is like
It's crazy to see
cemented
all of them on staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them. I mean, for me, Larry J,
yeah.
Derek, Samaj. I mean,
Yeah.
all of them that I marched with is nuts to see leading the band.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's incredible, man. I love to see it.
Even
I love it
even
too.
seeing Mac as the head of the band is still wild to me because
Mm-hmm.
he was Larry J when I got there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that he was an ALB alum coming in too.
Yeah.
like to see where he is now, man. What
It's
an
crazy.
ascension.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm
dude.
proud of him, man.
It also mean I'm getting old, but that's crazy. For me.
Yeah. Especially out of Larry J, man, when he came, man. I was freshly offline and a nigga was late every day. But that's because I was, but literally I was postmarking my chapter, so like, bro, I was handling business. I'm like, yo, like I'll be there because this is my senior year, so I'm like, yo, I'll be there. And like later, I walk on the field, he be like, I know. I'm just like, I'm like, yo, and you know what I'm saying. And now, yeah, the fact that won Grammys and shit, and just him elevating, him wearing his brimless hats, all that shit. That shit funny, man.
They might do with wearing the brimless hats.
That shit crazy.
Yeah,
They got a hat with they got a snapback with no
with no brim,
with no brim. I'm like, nigga, what's the purpose?
boneless hat.
boneless chicken wings. Bro.
I mean, he said boneless hat. That
That's
shit
sick.
funny.
That's nasty word right there.
Would you say? I would say. Nicole's a cool band person. Because Nicole really didn't give a fuck about that band shit.
Man,
She
man,
did.
yeah, she did.
Like she didn't give a fuck about that band shit, but she made it through.
Yeah, she never slacked.
Yeah.
She didn't give a fuck, but she never slacked off.
Shout out to Aaron Dix as well.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Man.
Oh yeah, OG.
For AWOL.
OG.
Also one of the most talented tuba players ever played next to, man.
For sure.
I'm trying to think through sections.
Shit, Nate McGill.
Be cool, yeah.
Hey, my dude.
Shantae
Yeah.
Pittman.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Shout out
Shantae.
to Shantae. Dr. Pippin.
Of course,
Chantel.
the Doxies.
Doxies.
Chantel.
Chantel.
Chantel doing great things.
who I'm thinking
Anisha.
about?
Shout out to Anisha as well.
Shad, low-key.
Stephen Marshall.
Rashad Stewart.
Rashad.
But tell
yep.
Rashad to stop doing TikTok. So.
But just honestly, to seeing the things that Rashad has done, I'm proud of him because
Yeah.
Because like when we was in school, he did the shot by shot, so a lot of his
Hey man,
photography work.
that's
was
a
out
lot of
there.
people sleep on.
Hey,
And
shout
I'm
out to
gonna
Shot by
give
Shot.
Shot his credit, dude. I mean, he was one of the
Yeah.
first people that was taking pictures at TSU, in my opinion.
He was.
He's one of the first people that was AOB's media team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like he was ahead of the time, and he did. I don't feel like he always get his credit.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Because even now, like he does stuff with Love and Hip Hop.
Really.
Did that. He works as a educator at Reed and High, and they rely on him a lot. Because
Yeah.
I went there early this year when I went back home for like a week, and seeing the things that he do and how he interact with those kids, you can tell that he's grown as a person.
Yeah.
Especially when they ask him like, "Oh, we're doing this fundraiser. We're doing the step team." Like he was over that. He was helping out with the band there. So he did a lot of
his
stuff.
creativity's always been unboundless to me. Like he's always been just the ultimate creative, whether it been dance routine committee or just ideas about Phi Mu Alpha stuff.
True.
Like a lot of, and I'll be like honest, like y'all's line, especially with Shad's creativity, helped a lot of the pushing of Phi Mu Alpha to be as big as it is now, because it wasn't. I mean, my line brought in a different type of people, but we were small. Like y'all line changed the game for Phi Mu Alpha, and like the events that we would put on, like the haunted house and all that other stuff. Shad played a big part in a lot of that stuff. So I just don't think people give him his flowers, so I'll give them to him.
I actually remember used to like look forward to like when his photos would drop on Facebook.
Facts.
You've been tagged in shots by shot. I'm like, oh shit, nigga. I'm like, oh, this nigga got me. I'm like, oh, nigga. But it was
guard pictures or something.
Yeah. I used to post his pictures. His pictures my profile picture for the long.
I definitely made a lot
of my graduation photos.
Yeah, he did mine.
I definitely made a lot of his pictures my profile picture. Like,
oh
for sure.
Yeah, I still have some tuba pictures today that I'll post as like throwbacks, and most of them are from Shad.
Yeah.
Talking about cool band people, I gotta go to the people that we got to give our respects to that have moved on. I say Gerald.
Yeah.
Marquise.
Yep.
Who else? I say we've lost some ALB soldiers over the years, man. So
for me, man, it's gonna be Big Red, man. Andre.
Oh
Newsom.
yeah. Facts, big facts.
Yeah, that was just.
I love that
big
dude.
one.
I love him
That was
so
wild.
much, man.
He was a good guy.
He
dude.
did so much for me, man, because he's really the only reason I was able to get to Whitehaven, because probably shouldn't say this, but I wasn't in Whitehaven District.
I mean, yeah.
But the fact that I knew I wanted to get to an HBCU, he played tuba, one of the greats of TSU.
Yep.
He was like, man, we're going to make it happen. He made it happen for me, man. So
yeah, I
miss him, man. And I know a lot of people miss him because he touched a lot of people in that same way.
Yeah, has always love a Red, man.
Yeah. I definitely
for Red.
Yeah, we're gonna take a sip for him.
Sip for Big Red.
We're on Elijah Craig, by the way.
Gasoline.
You stupid, Mike.
But I definitely remember the first time I seen Big Red was at Jamboree, 2010. 2010. Yeah, 2010.
No, it would have been spring 2010.
It was spring 10 because Marvelous, Big Mike.
Yeah, Adam was still there too.
Tony, Adam was still there, right?
They played against Redan. I remember that.
So I'm thinking,
they cranked out Redan. I remember that.
I'm thinking, who the fuck is this little? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, yo, who's this little small band, right? But these niggas play Be Ever Wonderful.
Small band.
Y'all were smaller than the average Atlanta band.
Bro,
okay,
so that's why
yeah. Like y'all was smaller.
Sorry, we weren't 250.
But also y'all played what's that Isaac Hayes song? Do 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 do. Do your thing.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it is Do Your Thing. Yeah.
Do your thing. Like I was like, well, who these niggas? Like y'all niggas funky. But I remember seeing like big light skinned guy just down there like yeah. I'm just thinking all right. And then just fast forward me going to TSU and like this shit is crazy because I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? One in the Philly, I seen Big Mike. I saw this big ass nigga on Bears. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga?
That nigga need to be playing football,
right? But now my freshman year, he in Boyd Hall and shit. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, like damn. So yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Life is crazy.
That is true.
Life is crazy. You just never know. So cherish moments while you have them. If it's some petty bullshit, just squash it.
Let it go.
Let it go. It ain't worth it.
It ain't worth the headache.
Yeah, just live life to the fullest because you just never know.
And cherish all the time that you have.
Yeah.
I'm going to also give Troy his flowers for everything that he did do for the band.
Oh, I know.
The stuff we did see, obviously, from a drum major perspective, from a tuba perspective. But there's also a lot of stuff that Troy did behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about, man. So I'm gonna give you your flowers just because you're here.
I appreciate it. People
just don't know.
Yeah, I might say I don't I try not to talk about a lot of that stuff, but
Yeah.
All right, okay. Look at you.
But yeah, it's for me. Drum major wasn't just about, and the reason who I am from a corporate perspective now is because of what I learned during the drum major years. And the early years, I would come and I would always make me think about like Rashad and Marquise and all them, because at the first year I was trying to be this big macho guy, yelling them, and they would give me like bring me down to like real brass tacks. Like, dude, we know who you are. You're doing too much. You need to chill the hell out. But over the years, it taught me like you don't need to yell at somebody and be all up in their face to get respect and to lead. Like, you need to be who you are. If you're not who you are naturally as a leader, people not gonna believe it.
True.
And over the years, like my leadership model changed until like some people you got to get in their ass because they freshmen, they don't know you. But other people, I'd be like, all right, Shaw, come on, fool, you bullshitting.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, all right, Marcus, what you doing, fool? You're like, all right, yeah, I'm just tired.
Troy tried to put me at 225 one time, bro. Yeah. We actually argued. The only time we ever argued.
Oh shit! For real?
Yeah, that's a story for another pod.
Oh shit!
No.
You know what? I disagree.
No, but I will say to Mike's point, I do agree. You know, we do owe your fly because a lot of stuff you do because you lead by example.
Yeah,
that's why people respected you. So say when you were a drum major and you had people behind you like upperclassmen, especially because like, hey, this guy does what he's supposed to do.
Yep.
So if someone else is out of line, we was like, oh no, we'll handle this for you. You don't got to worry about it. You got enough on your plate.
Yeah.
So that's why I know a lot of times we all respect you because you always led by example. Like you're not making us do shit that you wouldn't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
facts.
it was always easy to listen to leadership like that. So
Now I will say, Troy murked my class for going to the movie theaters.
y'all shouldn't have
Easily.
As y'all should have.
Y'all was tripping.
I remember that.
Nigga,
I wholeheartedly agree with
nigga,
that.
Y'all was
I
tripping.
thought I was in the Twilight Zone, nigga. We had an off day,
No,
Ain't no such thing as off days.
Y'all was tripping.
That means
fool.
go-
and niggas went to
y'all
movies.
y'all was comfortable.
And guess
That's
what? We came in next day. Get out!
Niggas at AMC and shit.
Hey,
and
hey.
Regal.
right. Regal off
Regal. Off of what you call.
Oh, Hickory.
100 Oaks.
100 Oaks, yeah.
Nigga, next day, niggas tomorrow get out. Nigga, we on the floor. I'm looking like at pancake. Like, I'm like, nigga, what we do?
Found out.
That was the first. That was the
I'm
first.
the fuck
Like
we do?
that was early on when social media was like people. They wasn't realize that other people be watching.
Yep.
And I'd seen way too much. I was like, oh hell no.
Was y'all the class that did AOB who? Upperclassmen
That
who?
was like 2014.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
man.
after
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Disrespectful as F, man.
I'm glad
I do remember Glenda. She said, "Well, that's so too damn bad." To Eric. I was like,
Oh, shout out to Eric.
and
too.
nigga,
That's so damn bad.
nigga, that was in
I was still there for that.
that was in Ohio.
Yeah, that was
Hall of Fame.
for a Hall of Fame joint.
By the
Yeah.
way, that was the worst trip ever for me or for our class. Nigga, that shit was bad.
I mean, I don't
that
think
was-
I don't think anybody enjoyed that trip.
No.
Nah, but we especially didn't enjoy it.
Well, we had
Especially-
to didn't we march in uniform?
We marched
Yes.
that long ass
Change
parade
and then we had to change into suits. No
in
shower.
in the locker room.
That was
I don't know who thought
that
of
was disrespectful.
that was a travesty.
Exactly.
That's
you should
that
stay.
That was
in uniform.
disrespectful.
At that point,
I blame.
and
I
we
blame.
still didn't. We didn't experience the game or like nothing like that mattered.
No.
But I say, luckily, y'all got to go back afterwards. But that was it for me. Like 2011, it didn't happen again. Y'all got to go back and actually play at the game and all the other cool shit.
Nigga,
parade was it.
I think that whenever we did it the last time, they actually had it televised. Because before it wasn't televised and like the game wasn't a real thing.
I mean,
In
2011, the game didn't happen.
Yeah. Right. So in 2014, when Richard Dent,
Yeah,
no, Claude
No,
Humphrey,
I might say Richard Dent was my year.
yeah, Richard Dent was 2011, Claude Humphreys was 2014.
Yeah.
Which I'm pissed because we didn't go to Columbia.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I got my passport. Well, I didn't get it for nothing, but
Yeah, you got it for a reason.
yeah, we supposed like the band
man.
from
Yeah,
Columbia.
like the section leaders and a handful of people supposed to go to Columbia, and then we got a text like about 3 weeks later. It's like, yeah, so the trip's been canceled, but they told us to have our passport done by a certain date.
So
So
the jazz band went to Columbia and I didn't go. Sadly.
damn,
Oh,
for real,
slow,
for real?
bro.
I had internship with Delta. That
Okay,
Slow.
that makes
but
sense.
man,
I would, nah, never
the
mind.
way they talk, I mean, it helped me get my job at the college, but
Oh,
the way they talked about that trip, man, I would have loved to have gone. But you know, it's all good, man. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
good though.
yeah. I said you've been in enough countries now, so you all right.
Right.
You caught
I've
up.
been to 5.
You caught up.
5.
Man, yeah, last year?
That was like
Fuck out of here.
5 continents, maybe.
All right, well, shit. Tomorrow is the last day of golf. What are your predictions? Right now on the leaderboards, it's looking rough. It's like the Scottish Open.
Hey,
That shit rough, fool.
I ain't gonna lie. Tomorrow's probably gonna be rough for everybody. I expect that the cold and the winds that are coming off that ocean is gonna make life hard for. I mean, I would say you all more so than myself, but it's gonna be rough for everybody. Because I don't think y'all have played in winds like y'all are gonna experience tomorrow.
Nope.
I know I haven't.
I haven't.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I haven't.
I've played in up to 20-mile-an-hour winds before, so it won't be first time for me.
So you like really gotta like. So let's say if it's going west, do you have to aim that way?
I mean, all right, I won't say that. To keep like you're gonna have to play like you're shooting off into another whole fairway, just to let the ball land. If you get the ball up in the air enough, if you play in lower stingers, you actually should be fine. It shouldn't really affect you. Yeah, I might say Garrison, you should probably be fine. 'Cause you typically don't play a high loft.
No.
Mine, on the other hand, I'm gonna have to figure something out.
I'm about to aim left.
Yeah. That's based on just the weather I've seen. Who knows what it's gonna be for real when we get there? But
Well,
later in the day, it's gonna be a little colder than it's been.
yeah. Burr.
Gucci.
All right, well, any last remarks, any last things y'all want to just talk about on some bullshit before we head out? We only had an hour 12 minutes, so we ain't really been talking that long. So
Damn, for real?
yeah,
It's been longer
it's
than that.
been pretty precise, straight to the point.
I'll just say I appreciate this group for like getting these trips planned and actually executed. A lot of groups try to plan trips. You get to the planning phase, you start talking about money, and that shit breaks
All
down.
right,
dissipate,
man. I mean, that's a topic right there. You just gotta know you can't travel with everybody, Phil.
You can't.
That's true. That's true.
And it's not. I mean, I will say money is a big part of it, but then after that, you got to think about the dynamic, right?
Yeah.
Like especially for like us, we talked about this earlier. You're on a golf course with these people 5-6 hours, but then like you're also still on a whole trip with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just think this group's dynamic is special because, I mean, taking it outside of just the golf, like the 2 weddings that have been a part of this group, all of the people in this group have been a part of those weddings as well. Like the dynamic of this group just works very well, and it's not like we're all the same person. Like I came into the band many years before them. I say a lot of them are closer in age. We all do very different things from a professional perspective, but the personalities and the goals and the things all just kind of line up to doing the thing to make this work.
True.
Everybody don't always think about it like, oh, I'm gonna go on this trip with my friends, and sometimes you find out those friends don't travel well.
Yep.
Those friends don't travel well together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
So-
a difference.
There's a big difference.
Big ass difference.
That's true.
man.
Especially when you talk about money and stuff like that. People, they handle money situations differently. Some people are more upset about it. I mean, on this trip, like I'm fortunate enough to have a vacation ownership, and then other people like, yeah, I'm gonna throw in on this, I'm gonna throw in on this. I've been on trips with other people that count everything down to a penny, and they won't even go on the trip until every penny is settled.
Yep.
So it's this group is a good dynamic, and you just got to be cautious of that.
Yeah.
True.
I
I don't
agree.
take that for granted either.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
to your
Yeah.
point, man,
Yeah.
you can't travel with everybody, man. And I've seen it like in real time,
Oh, yeah.
especially when I worked at Delta, like traveling with coworkers and shit. Like people just got different personalities and
Yeah.
different living styles and traveling styles, and you got people that want to be at the airport early, people that want to get there 30 minutes before. Like it's just so many different things that can derail a trip. So I really appreciate, like you said, Troy, this is a really special group, man, and we have just such a great time and great chemistry in general, man.
True, man.
It's been perfect.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely echo those sentiments, and you know, it is interesting with the group because, well, Troy, you came in 07.
Yeah.
I came in 11.
Yeah.
They came in 09.
Yeah. 2 years apart.
But we all marched in the band at some point in time, though.
There was
which is
overlap.
cool. Yeah. And, just here we are post grad adulthood. You know,
Plus
and,
10 years out.
Yeah,
10 years out, yeah.
and it's cool to get the, wisdom like from Troy, from Marcus, because I'm the youngest out of the group, but we still have overlap when it comes to just like our experiences. So
Yeah. I mean, because like I said, we're just genuine with each other because we all
Yeah.
want to see each other win. Whether it's in life, relationship stuff you have, or whatever, because we can kind of talk amongst each other about certain things like that, and it's
Yeah.
a safe space. And unfortunately, I don't know if black men have that kind of safe space too. If you think about it,
That's
true,
real.
'cause I remember
That's a conversation
That's
right
a
there.
whole thing right there.
Yeah.
in fact, we was talking about that our last golf trip. Just that, in essence, is like, like we are positive black men, doing positive things, and as much stuff that could have went wrong, here we are.
true.
Yeah.
No, facts. I mean, all of us came from different cities that weren't the easiest cities to navigate, and all bigger cities. So we all had different experiences, different influences that could have taken us completely different routes.
Only one
I'm
decision
I'm
could have
from
altered.
Detroit. Making it past 17, 18 is not always given.
True.
That's just real. And so to have people from Memphis, which is also, I would call that's Detroit's cousin.
Yeah.
Atlanta as well, like for real. Like those aren't cities that black people are expected to do well in, especially black men. And to be able to be at this point, and I was listening to something the other day, like people that are in relationships or even people that are married, you need community that's not just your wife and y'all's friends. Like you need other men to bounce certain conversations off of that you can't do with your partner. As men, we're expected to be the providers and the protectors and things like that. You can't. Some of those conversations that you have where you question some things would cause your wife or your significant other stress if you had it with them. So you need another man to bounce those ideas off of. Now, eventually, you need to, of course, get to a point where you find a way to bring it back just to address it. But bringing some uncertainties into your relationships with your partners can cause stress unnecessarily.
It's true.
So you need a strong man community to be able to bounce certain things off of, and not everybody has that, and that does eat at some men. And so this is it's a thing to appreciate.
You know what? Just to echo that point is that golf.
I can say the other word.
No, because I hate that word.
Thank you. I hate
Right?
it too.
Yeah.
Please 100 cuss word. We don't say that no
The
more.
P word. But yeah, just even what you said, golf brings, especially for a young black man as myself, there's a bunch of old heads who play golf. A bunch of old black men.
Sure is.
Who will be like, hey man, they'll just school you from a different perspective because they're not your father or your uncle or whatever, but they just really look out for you. And I even tell people it's good to have a difference in friends when it comes to age group.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think that this society is like, all right, we're supposed to be friends with people our age. Well, like, nah, like I have friends who are in their 60s. I got friends in their 50s, 40s, but we're just friends, right? But it's good to have different friends, different age groups, so that you can genuinely have a relationship with someone where it's not, transactional or whatever, but a genuine relationship to where they can school you on what's happening, and you can school them on what's happening from here, because sometimes they're out of touch.
No, for real.
Give them a different
That
perspective.
is true.
Yeah.
This is something that I've have been working to conceptualize, but people talk about iron sharpens iron, but sometimes you gotta understand where the metalsmith came from too. He's the person that put it together for a reason, and that experience is how the iron got shaped to be that iron with the other person. The metalsmith has wisdom to pass down. If you don't ever take that time, and the tough part about being black men in communities, we don't always have access to those people anymore.
That's true.
Because of whether life happened to them or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't have access. I mean, I didn't grow up with a father. I didn't grow up with a grandfather. So I probably learned stuff a lot later in life than I probably could have avoided a lot of pitfalls that I weren't able to because I didn't have those types of influences.
Yeah.
So
But we're also fortunate too because we're all Greek too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I didn't grow up with a father either, but I have so many fathers or uncles.
Yeah, those alumni chapters.
father
And those alumni
figures,
chapters
yeah.
come telling you, they be like, man, G, man, you like, I'm talking about like these cats growing like the 80s, 90s, like, so it's just dope to have a community
Yeah.
around you just from affiliations, because that's one thing I love about Nashville. Yo, I'm plugged in Nashville. Like, I'm plugged in. Like, so, and it feels good to have that community, because if something happens, I can call several people like, yo, like, I need help or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or like, hey, like, tell me what you think about this. And then, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have actual community in Nashville. And the biggest thing that I'll tell people, for those listening, especially if you're Greek affiliated, utilize your network, because they're there.
Yeah, man.
Like, I'm
Your
telling you,
network-
like, if
your
you don't
network
tap
equals your
in,
net worth, dude. And it's not just literally about the money in your pocket.
if you don't tap into what you already got, to literally, because we are, especially us being Greek, we are in a position of nepotism, in a sense.
Yeah.
We are. You know how many stories I heard where it's people who are in prominent positions, people who make decisions. They're like, yeah, man, you know, have some resumes, you know, some good candidates, but I saw one resume, and it said Cap Alpha Psi on there. Guess who I picked? And I'm just thinking, like, that's dope. And then even just younger members who just are around, brother, Frad's gonna make sure that they're taken care of. Like, it ain't by design. I mean, it was not random. It's by design. Like, if you want to be successful, they're going to make sure you're successful if you position yourself, right? Mm-hmm. And they got to believe in you, too. Because it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
Because if you're bullshitting, they're not going to. But if you, like, really, like, on it, you sharp, they're going to make sure you're good. Yeah. Which is one thing I've been fortunate in, just... Like I said, I'm just glad I have that community around, and I'm that person to the younger people now. Even though I'm not old, real. I'm like, yo, y'all need to do this. Y'all need to meet this person. Yeah. Hell, reach out to me, because I got people who can help you. Because I know it can be difficult sometimes talking to a 6-year-old when you're 20 years old. Like, I get it.
But that's why we went through the experiences that we have, and not to get like super spiritual, but it's hard to have a testimony without a test. Like, you have to have been through something to be able to help the next person. And that's we weren't designed to be here alone. Like, we were designed to walk this thing together, and that's why I went through the things that I went through, right? That's why the first years of me being drum major were a lot different than the last ones. It's because I had to learn over time to put game to now, like the young Josh and the drum majors that have come behind me. Like, that's why Samaj didn't have to deal with the same stupid shit that I dealt with, or Derek, or just the number of people that came behind. The reason we are in community so that we can help to other people to avoid. I mean, there have been times where I've talked to Marcus about job opportunities, and me, Ransom, and Grantland, and all the people we talked about, Mikael. I went through some of the initial things so that I could bring other people on, and I've always taken that as my challenge. I think I've hired at least 6 or 7 TSU people to come behind me at Lockheed Martin. That's what it's about. That's why we endure the shit that we endure, so that other people don't have to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed.
Open doors.
Like, life,
yeah.
Life will pledge you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's
life
a
will.
continuous pledging process.
Fat Hayes.
Yeah,
Life
and
is a continuous thing.
Life fat Hayes.
But if you think about it, even looking back at
No time.
like just
No
being
set time either.
younger, I remember being like the youngest, and like my older brother and cousin were like, "Nah, you can't do this because you're the youngest." I'm thinking like, "Damn, it's not fair." But it's like you look back, it's just, you know, it's just part of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they weren't just being mean to be mean. It was just because they went through it, right? Yeah. But they showed me that this is what it takes to get there, so that you can tell someone else what it takes to get there. So, life is all about cycles. Circle life.
Circle life.
Y'all ever think about when y'all become old, man? Like how y'all gonna be?
Oh yeah, I do.
I mean, I hope I'm a successful old man and just be talking my shit.
And playing golf.
That's right.
I'm playing golf.
Yeah.
Tell me that.
But hey, I mean,
I'm be
literally,
retired
I
from
hope everything that I learn, I hope to pass it off. Like,
Oh yeah,
because
that's the
old
goal.
man.
I've
right?
always lived life. Life is so much bigger than me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I plan on being that cool ass old guy. You know what I'm saying? Volunteer at the golf course once a week to get my free,
Hey, yeah, man, I do want to do that.
to get my free rounds in.
I want to be the starter.
Oh yeah, be a start here.
All right.
Hey, look, man, come on. You never played here, right?
Come on, man.
Come
Hey,
on.
oh yeah, number one, man. You gonna have to take it right real quick. You never the back nine. You gonna have, get your score up early because the back nine gonna be rough for you. Like,
I'm like, so everybody here, right? Everybody here? Nah, we're gonna all right, go back because we're gonna have to get all four. Cause right now it's full. We got to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I plan on just enjoying life and hopefully I have a daughter because a daughter gonna take care of you when you get old.
that's facts.
I'm telling you, a daughter gonna
I
take
think
care
a
of
son
daddy.
will too if you show them the ropes right.
Bro, son
I
will be
mean,
like, son gonna be like, Daddy, you gotta go to this nurse home.
Nah.
yeah, facts.
I wouldn't
like,
even
hey, I got my own family to take care of.
Bro, I'm telling
I
you,
want- I
daughter.
want-
But he
my
like,
dad
I'm gonna pay for it.
Nah, I won't do my dad like that. I couldn't.
That's a blessing, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, but me, I just want when I,
I
get
mean,
old,
women are natural nurturers. Most men necessarily aren't in touch with that. I get it.
Yeah. I know when I get old, I just want to be chill. Like you say, chill, stress free. Just whatever I decide to do, just because I feel like doing it. Not anything I gotta do.
Exactly. I don't want to work at that point because I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it 'cause
I
I don't
don't
want to. I want to get out the house. Like,
Yeah, just to get out the house or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get older, you got to keep those limbs moving. You can't be sitting down on the couch every day.
Yeah, that's the
Laying
secret,
down.
man.
That's the thing that'll get you out of here quickly.
Yeah, watching
So you
TV all the time.
Stay active.
Yeah.
Because everybody know that's 90. They did something.
Mm-hmm.
Either walked every day, walked the dog, volunteered somewhere.
discipline.
Because even this lady named Miss Teresa, they'll say my apartment complex, she worked for, what's that company where they be building homes and stuff?
Habitat for
The
Humanity.
Habitat for Humanity. She worked, and she's out there doing that at like almost 81 years old.
Yeah. And they
Like,
take volunteers.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
said, I just had to get out the house.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but she lived a full. No, she got a doctorate degree. Kids is set. Everything's good. I stay in an apartment because I don't need a big space to live in.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I mean that's what, when you're in your 30s, 40s, you get bigger places to live. As you get older and empty nester, you're like, I don't need this
downsize.
space no more.
Yeah.
yeah, like,
My parents right now, actually, they're like, why we got this big ass house? Our kids are gone.
I'm telling you, like, I've dealt with clients where they're like, yo, sometimes I just want to deal with the amenities now. Like, I don't want to cut my grass.
Yeah.
I don't like. I don't
Yeah,
want
like,
to.
I don't even need a yard.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point? But yeah, like, shout out to my grandma, man. She about to be 89 this year.
That's a
Hey.
blessing, bro.
But I saw her a couple weeks ago for my cousin Erica's wedding, and she's still sharp, like mentally, right? But like, for like, with the mobility kind of slowed down, but mentally she's still there, which is
To be
A
mentally
blessing.
acute at 89 is a blessing.
Yeah.
dog.
Incredible,
Like
There's people at
she,
65, 70.
They don't
Yeah.
got it, man.
and it feels good because every like life event I get emotional that she's there because she's there to experience it, and I'm just like, damn, like I'm just glad she's here.
Yeah. That's nice.
And and she's aware because I've seen other people where, like you said, their faculties start to decline, and they like,
She's your matriarch of your family?
yeah,
Like a main point. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah. She's still sharp. Of course she forgets our names, but I think that's like a black
Yes,
woman thing.
yeah.
She'll
my
call me
mom
literally
does this shit.
my
My
brother,
aunt
my
calls
cousin's
me
name.
that
She's
all the
like
time.
Marcus Robert Gabe. Boy, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Like, but
My
other than
auntie
that,
did it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
grandma
little
did that
mom, I have two brothers, and she mixes our names up all the time. Bro.
oh yeah,
Hey, boy, you know how I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
boy,
you
you
know
know who I'm
too.
talking about.
I've been branding a million
You
times.
should go do what I. You should go do what I said.
Yeah. Let's go get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Good time.
Shit. All right. Well, good stuff, fellas. My EG brothers.
Yes, sir.
EG for life.
If you know, you know. But Until next time, we are out, and you'll probably hear from us. Well, in Arizona.
Hey.
All right, we
Hey, yo.
out.
Yeah.
Peace.
But